Hi, welcome to this bonus module on Navionics. Now, I often get questions about what chart plotters I prefer, and I'm very lucky in that I jump on lots of different boats and I get to see lots of different manufacturers of chart plotters. But the one I like the most lives on my phone. It looks like this, it's called Navionics, and let's go and have a look at some of the features on that, and I'll tell you why I prefer this one over all of those others. Okay, so let's have a look at Navionics. That's the blue icon at the top right hand side of the screen. And we can see that light or white shaded area. That's the area that I've got charts for. I do have access to charts for the whole of New Zealand and all of Australia and the Pacific Islands. That's just $40 a year. But I've only downloaded charts for the Auckland region. That's where I do most of my sailing. If I was going to do a delivery from Auckland to Wellington, well, I can easily download the charts that I need for that. If I click on the menu, we can see that I have some saved routes, which I've done in the past. And if I want to go to those places again and I like that route, I can just pull that up again. I can also download new maps. I don't know why Navionics calls them maps. Wherever I've been in nautical circles before, if you call a chart a map, then that's a cardinal sin. But anyway, my maps are up to date. So I have all new data in the software. It's nice to have up-to-date data. We have some settings. So if I click on units, I can see the units that I prefer to use, nautical miles and knots. The others are metric, but knots and nautical miles just means I don't need to do much maths when I'm out sailing. Going back to the menu system, if I go up to the top and I click on myself, I can see that I've got a little bit of data I need to update my profile with. But if I click on Shotgun Dodger, that's my vessel, and I can see the details of that boat. In particular, 2.5 meters is my draft. So I don't want to go anywhere where I'm going to hit the bottom. If I type in the details of my boat, Navionics will draw courses for me that avoids all of the shallow water, and that makes sure that I've got enough water for my vessel all the time. So let's use the route function to plot a course using Navionics. I'm going to click automatic. I'm going to choose my starting point, and I'm going to choose the current position. On Friday we want to go up to Kawau, so next I'm going to type in Bon Accord, which is Bon Accord Harbour in Kawau, and that looks quite good. I might just trim that back a bit and not go quite into that shallow water. There we go. Let's go to there, where the deep water is. Down here by Whangaparoa, I can see that I'm a little bit too close to Whangaparoa for my liking. I'm going to touch that, drag that into the middle of the channel. Certainly at night, I would like to be as far away from land as possible. Let's have a look at the Kitty and all the reef systems up there. That looks good. So I can just quickly go through and check. It looks like we're in the shipping lane. That's fine. We can sail in the shipping lane. But if there was any vessels coming, we would want to be out of there. So I tell you what, why don't we just cut the corner. And yeah, so we'll cross the shipping lane, but apart from that, let's stay out of it as much as possible. Okay, good. That seems great. Just check the other end. Yeah, we're good everywhere. So all I need to do now is press go. So that's me accepting that course, and when I set off, I'm going to press start. And now that's recording our position as we move forward along that course, and it will update our position on there. That little red triangle is me sitting in the crow's nest at the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, and if I was on a boat heading up this course, that red triangle would move along with my position. On that top left hand corner I can see my boat speed, which is 0 as I'm sitting here, and also give me my true heading. On the right hand side at the top, that's got the distance to go, and in that white box which has got nothing in it at the moment, that will be my estimated time of arrival, and it will update that as my speed changes. While I'm going down the harbour, I can click on things to find out more information. So as we go around North Head, I can see that there's a Keep East cardinal mark there. So if I want information about that, I can use the question mark feature and bring up all of the details for that cardinal mark. And there's the flashing sequence. It's a black, yellow, black colour and 3 flashes, which, as we know, is a Keep East cardinal mark. As we go up here, I can see that there's a no anchoring zone, and that's because that's where all the cables go that link us up to the internet. We don't want to drag them up. I can see the approach where the big ships are going to come in, and as we come up, I can see Motor Kitty Kitty, and if I touch on the lighthouse at Motor Kitty Kitty, I can get the information for the flashing sequence of that lighthouse. And similarly for Martello Rock. So 3 flashes, white or red, and also on Martello Rock there you can see the sectors that it has. So that's a really quick, easy way of drawing a course. It's also a really quick, easy way of getting information. So you don't need to look at a paper chart and try and figure out what a symbol on the chart means. You just zoom in, touch the screen where you want more information, press the question mark, and it tells you what that number means, what that symbol means. It's really quick. I haven't found any chart plotters that are as quick and easy to use as Navionics. I find the data within Navionics extremely accurate. Its position of where you are is also very accurate. It's just a lovely piece of software to use. It sits in my pocket on my phone. If I'm inside the boat and I just want to confirm that we're on track, I can just grab it out of my pocket and have a look. If I'm on the wheel, I can use the chart plotter that's on the boat, or I can keep getting my phone out my pocket. Also get phone holders that you can have, so the phone is by the wheel or the tiller, so you don't have to keep holding it. It's really easy to update. I'm always a little bit worried when I jump on a boat that I don't know as to how accurate that information is on their chart plotter, because it may not have been updated because it's a bit more awkward. You need to get those memory cards to update the chart plotter on a boat. Some of the more modern systems are doing it via Wi-Fi, but also the menu system on the chart plotters that I find on vessels quite confusing sometimes. They're all different. All the different manufacturers have different ways of doing things. But Navionics is a piece of software that I use all of the time. I know it, and whether I'm jumping on a boat to do a delivery to Wellington or jumping on a race boat, it doesn't matter what their chart plotter is. I've got Navionics in my pocket And it also means that I can have a look at home with my partner and see where we're going to go for the weekend. I don't need to be on the boat to do that. So there we are. That's Navionics. It's a really lovely bit of kit. It's quite straightforward, intuitive, and very, very cost effective. All of the charts for Australia, New Zealand, and the islands for $40 a year. You struggle to beat that anywhere else, I think. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you at the club. Thanks.